Yeah, it's a website that I want to talk about, and hopefully everyone here is probably thinking, "Oh gosh, another travel website that I have to deal with." But it's something totally different. For about 12 years, I was a tour operator in Berlin, and we specialized in bike tours. And during my time working with that company, one of the big tasks that I had was our partner relations and partnering with OTAs, but also doing our own business development and looking at channel management. How are we growing our own revenue versus what were we reliant on coming in from OTAs? And over that time, there were just some things that I thought, man, if we could just get a whole bunch of operators together, I bet we could do this online marketing in a different way, that was more supportive and, in my opinion, more ethical for how travelers can connect with all of the activities and experiences that we were offering to people. I mean, for our company in Berlin, we took things so personally. I mean, this was our company, and we put so much of ourselves into our products. And when we're talking about building relationships, it's so important to build relationships with people who share your passion. And we weren't really feeling that from a lot of the OTA partners that we had. So we knew that OTAs were important. It built in a certain portion of our revenue stream, but I knew that there must be a better way. So I'm working on a project now to hopefully introduce a new type of travel platform that can function almost upside down from the traditional OTA model. There are no sales commissions, there are no fees for businesses to pay, and there will actually be a way for tour operators and accommodation providers to earn a commission from the platform. So in reverse. And it's from working together, realizing that there's a way for us to cross promote each other's destinations, and let travelers have more choice. And when we put all these things together, we realize that each one of these different things with OTAs, local tourism initiatives, and what we can now develop online, they're all different parts of the puzzle, and we can finally put them together to where it makes sense. Keep more money in the pocket of operators. That means that we're going to keep more of the traveler money local. And I think that's the key thing here. We're in a great time when there's more talk of what's sustainable, what's regenerative, what's ethical. And if we want to really attack all of those things, I think we have to look at how are we transacting sales? Can we keep more of that money local and between travelers and the people actually delivering experiences? So
awesome.
That's what we're working on, and it's a work in progress.
Do you want to quickly share screen to show us what the platform looks like? And speaking from an ex-tour operator's perspective, and I guess what I want to do is really support concepts and ideas that I believe in, that are good for the industry and good for operators, which is great. But some of the key things, first of all, I'd love to see the platform, because I actually haven't, obviously I've jumped on, but I'd love to get it from your sense. But things like, what's it actually going to involve or cost to actually get, to get involved, whether there's setup, whether, it's participation is either complicated or costly, how long it's going to take to do that. Because what it's about for you right now, everything starts with community. So you're wanting people to just, help you to help them. Is that right?
It is. And, in the interest of time, I won't go into too much detail about it, but I'll give you a quick overview. And the invitation is really also for feedback, because this is a new platform that I'm building. And we've got a few other folks that are involved now with the project as well. And this is a great time for anyone on the call to connect with me. I mean, you can find me on LinkedIn, email me. Feedback is so important, because the goal is to not build just another travel site that you have to manage, but to build something that's actually needed. I think we have a problem. We have a problem with increasing commission rates that we're paying to OTAs. We have a problem with inclusivity in travel. We have a way through the platform that you can talk about sustainability efforts and community impact. travelers are looking for these things, and there's not a clear way of articulating that through traditional travel sites. So we're working to kind of bridge that gap. So feedback is incredibly important and welcome. So anyone who wants to reach out, please reach out at any time. Can you see my screen?
Yeah, seeing it nice and clearly.
Great.
Mate.
So what you'll see here is the platform as we're building it now. We've already gotten about 30 companies in several different countries to sign up. And you can scroll through here and see how this works for travelers and also for businesses. This is the part that would be particularly of interest to those on the call. If you click right here, you'll be able to see how the platform would work. There's even a video series here and an info deck that you can use. The important thing is that this comes at no cost. So rather than pay a commission, what we're doing is compiling some form of special offer that businesses want to put into the platform. So you mentioned earlier, if your pricing structure allows you to give a 25% commission to an OTA, then that's kind of your bargaining chip of what you could use to work with an agent. So take something, for example, if you were to do instead a 10% discount, that could be for the traveler. So you're coming out ahead as a business compared to where you would be through another channel. The customer is also coming out ahead because they've gotten a discount on a product. So they haven't paid the markup essentially that they will be paying through an OTA. What Painted Circle will allow us to do is let travelers decide, do they use the site for free just to find good travel inspiration? Or do they want to purchase a membership on Painted Circle that then gives them visibility to those different offers? And so the traveler then is in control to decide what's going to give them the best value. In the end, the customer gets to your website. They get directly to you. So the booking actually takes place on your website, goes through your experience that you want your guests to have. It's important because direct booking, hopefully you've made more money, but you've also captured all of the customer data, which means that you're able to then market to that person and give them the full experience, the customer support that you want to be able to deliver. And so there's a few other things that, I go back to my own experience. There were always a headache working with OTAs. It was a huge time suck to upload all the information, keep things current. And so I'm designing this to be really simple. Get folks some information about your business, but you don't have to worry about uploading specific schedules or product codes, things like that. You also have the ability to make changes when you need to. You don't have to wait for weeks for someone to approve those changes to come through. So on this page, you'll be able to see a little bit of the goals that we have, some tips for creating a win-win situation with special offers. I always got a bit frustrated as well with OTAs and the pricing structure because it was a bit of a race to the bottom. How low could you go with the revenue that you were going to make?
I love that, mate. Sorry to interrupt. How do we keep it free? We collaborate and share rather than extract and control. I think that sort of encapsulates it, doesn't it?
It does. And, something that you were talking about with the Brain Trust, in Berlin, we actually worked with many other tour operators. And so we would join efforts because we would see it as a situation for the tide to come in and lift everyone. And that's really important in our industry because we do want to support each other. And particularly in markets that are growing, it's much better to, and so the idea here is for operators to be able to come to Painted Circle with a way to create some kind of value for the guest. And it doesn't have to be, can I get a 20% discount, or will I be more competitive if it's 25? What if it's 27? That doesn't mean anything.
Very specific business to business based on, there's no pressure or there's no expectation.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter for the traveler. The fact that you increase the commission that you pay to an OTA has absolutely no benefit to the traveler. But if you're able to then say, I've got a way for you to upgrade to a pricier activity with the discount, maybe you're trying as a business to direct more customers onto a premium tour as opposed to an entry-level tour. those
Or
were
at our first
creative.
winery stop, we offer like a glass of their reserve sparkling with a cheese platter that no one else, just like little touches and features that just give elevate the experience that's only exclusive to. Is that the kind of thing you or is it purely sort of financial? Or?
No, it's very flexible. We've
Yeah.
had several multi-day operators to sign up, and they're coming up with some really creative offers. Some of them are
Yeah.
doing basic things like saying, cool, book our package and we'll put in free airport pickup and drop off, which can be
Okay.
articulated to the customer in a monetary value. But
Yeah.
for the operator, they realize, no, that is
Yeah.
so easy for us to deliver. Let's toss that in and win the sale.
Yeah. Amazing. Mate, that's fantastic. So I guess what would you like people who, like, because I'm going to share that, I'm going to grab that recording, I'm going to drop it into the group as well. I think it's a really great concept, and I'd love to do anything I can to support it. I want you guys to support it as well. I'm sure you all understand that it's a really honourable and also exciting and potentially really great for business, both for you and for your peers. So what do you want people to do?
My email is info@paintedcircle.com. You can also find that on paintedcircle.com. You can find me on LinkedIn. I would love for anyone to check out the site and consider signing up. We can also have a one-on-one
let's be a bit
call.
stronger than that. Just like sign up. I know 20 minutes in a busy week is sometimes it's a commitment, but at some point, in the next week, if you guys could find 20 minutes, I think over the next few years, it's going to be a really exciting concept, and I think you're all going to benefit from it. So
I think so too. And
just sign up.
It's always like, you want to get on the ground floor of the next big thing. And I don't know if this is going to be the next big thing, but I can guarantee you this is the ground floor. So we're halfway there. But it does take about 20 minutes and that's it. And the program is designed to be pretty evergreen. So once you get it set up, it's not like you have to be in here constantly managing stuff or checking for book. None of that. The customer gets to you to make a booking. And we're still building the platform. So I would be very transparent and say, look, this is not going to move the needle for anyone today. But the fact that you could jump on the platform and be here, that'll also let me make sure that as we continue to develop, straight away when there are new opportunities out there, and you can be part of helping me to shape the platform by sharing your feedback with me. So jump on the site, and if you have any questions, let me know. I'm right here to answer those.
Awesome. Thanks, mate. Any questions right now from anybody?
I've already taken a look at it and it looks awesome.
Cool.
Thank you so much.
Good. All right. So, and also, there's a bit of a delay going there from someone. It doesn't really matter. Take it a step further. Share it. Like if you've got a bunch of operators in your network, or just, in one of the groups, just draw some attention to it. Like it's something that you've come across, you think's exciting, you think's honourable, for a concept and a platform that you'd like to get behind. Share it around. Spread the love. Okay. Awesome. Thanks, mate. Really appreciate that. And I'm excited to see how it evolves and develops.